You don't know your Harley yet. 90% of riders barely scratch the surface, ignoring hidden quirks, secret features, and tiny tricks that make these bikes legends. In 21 Secrets, every Harley rider should know, we're exposing the insider moves only a few ever master. Number 7 will blow your mind and could literally save your Harley from a crash. Miss it, and you'll keep riding blind, paying the price. Secret number 21, tip-over mode, reset. Ever fear your Harley dying mid-ride? That's tip-over mode kicking in. It's your bike protecting itself. If your bike tips, it shuts down instantly. Panic sets in fast if you don't know this trick. Resetting it is simple. First, turn your ignition off, then switch it back on. Now press both turn signals at the same time. You'll hear a click and your bike is ready again. This saves time, nerves, and awkward roadside fumbling. You avoid draining your battery by trying random buttons. Even seasoned riders can forget this under stress. Knowing it turns chaos into calm instantly. Tip-over mode isn't a flaw, it's a lifesaver. Treat it like a safety net. Practice the reset in your driveway. Muscle memory beats panic every time. Soon, it becomes second nature. Your Harley stays protected, and you ride smarter. No more frozen fingers, no more roadside embarrassment. But what happens when you forget the one thing that keeps it alive without a key? Secret number 20, your PIN code lifeline. Certain models, like the 2021 Street Glide, Road King, and select Electra Glides, include this hidden backup. It's designed for moments when your fob dies, is lost, or left at home. Setting it is simple but essential. Pick a code you can remember easily. Enter it using the turn signal buttons. Press left and right in the correct sequence. Your bike confirms it's accepted with a small click or flash. Practice a few times at home until it becomes second nature. Imagine riding to a meetup and your fob battery dies. Normally, that could ruin your day. With your PIN code ready, you enter it quickly and the bike roars to life. No panic, no roadside frustration, just smooth freedom. This trick isn't just about convenience, it's about safety and confidence. Not every Harley has this feature, so knowing your model matters. One simple code can save hours of stress. Still with me? Imagine a lifeline so small, most riders overlook it, yet it quietly keeps your Harley breathing even while it sleeps. Secret number 19, built-in trickle charger port. Your Harley can take care of itself while you rest. Some models hide a secret. A built-in trickle charger port. It's tucked near the side cover, almost invisible. Most riders don't even know it exists. This tiny port makes battery maintenance effortless. You don't need to remove seats or panels. Just plug in, and your bike quietly charges in the background. No tools, no fuss, no battery drain surprises when you're ready to ride. Imagine leaving your bike for a week or two during a road trip. Without a charger, the battery can weaken. That first turn of the key can be stressful. With the hidden trickle port, your Harley stays alive and ready. Your morning ride starts without worry. It's more than convenience, it's protection. Battery health is extended, electronics stay happy, and your Harley is always ready to roar. Even long winters or extended downtime aren't a problem. Keeping the lights on is easy, but what about keeping your legs from feeling like they're roasting over open flames? Secret number 18, engine heat management system. Hot days and traffic jams turn the rear cylinder into a fiery oven. That's where the engine heat management system steps in. This clever system shuts down the rear cylinder automatically when idle in hot weather. The front cylinder keeps the bike alive while the back cools off. Riders feel less heat on their legs, and the engine avoids unnecessary strain. It's comfort and protection working together. Imagine being stuck in a parade or a long stoplight on a summer day. Without this system, the bike radiates heat, your legs bake, and the engine labors unnecessarily. With it, the ride is smoother, cooler, and far less exhausting. It's also invisible. You barely notice it until you feel the difference. No buttons, no switching, no thinking, just smart engineering. Harley designed it to make city riding, shows, and slow traffic far more manageable. Having this knowledge helps riders appreciate their bike's hidden intelligence. One system, zero discomfort, and a healthier engine. Hot days become easy rides instead of endurance tests. Heat is brutal, but there's another silent killer, one that drains your Harley even when it's standing still. Secret number 17. Transport mode. Harleys can protect themselves even when parked or hauled. Transport mode is the hidden hero for anyone trailering their bike. It stops your battery from dying while the bike sits idle. Without it, motion sensors and electronics can slowly drain power. Engaging transport mode is simple but often overlooked. It disables motion sensors but keeps your Harley secure. The bike stays locked, alarms intact, and nothing triggers accidentally during transport. It is like putting your ride in stealth mode. Many riders forget this feature until it's too late. Imagine loading your Street Glide onto a trailer for a weekend trip. You return, try to start the bike, and the battery is dead. Hours of frustration, all avoidable. Transport mode prevents that scenario entirely. This mode is not just for trailers. It's useful for long storage or shipping across town. Activating it protects electronics and ensures your Harley wakes up ready to roar. A tiny switch, a simple procedure, and you avoid wasted rides and roadside stress. Speaking of standing still, what if your bike could power up without ever firing a roar? Secret number 16. Accessory mode. Not every ride needs the engine running. Accessory mode turns on your Harley's electronics while keeping the motor silent. GPS, music, phone charging, all ready instantly. It is a way to prep your ride without wasting gas. Over-idling is sneaky damage. Heat builds, fuel disappears, and parts wear faster. Accessory mode sidesteps all of that. Your bike stays cool and efficient while you stay connected. Picture pulling into a festival parking lot. You want music pumping and directions displayed, but you don't need the engine roaring. Flip into accessory mode. Lights, screen, and gadgets spring to life. Your Harley stays quiet, respectful, and ready for action. It's also perfect for tinkering. Adjust your stereo, check settings, or charge devices without firing up the motor. Many riders miss this feature until they're frustrated with idling or drained batteries. Using it regularly makes daily rides smoother. Your electronics work, your bike stays healthy, and every ride starts stress-free. Electronics are fun, but your Harley's heart lies elsewhere, and ignoring this small ritual could cost you big. Secret number 15. Always top off before storage. Leaving a Harley tank half full can cause serious problems. Air inside the tank creates condensation. That moisture can lead to rust. Rust can damage fuel lines and injectors. It can turn into a costly headache. The fix is simple. Always top off the tank before storage. Filling the tank removes the empty space where moisture forms. It keeps metal safe, fuel clean, and the engine protected. This is essential maintenance, not optional. Adding fuel stabilizer makes it even better. Stabilizer keeps gasoline from breaking down. It stops varnish from forming in the fuel system. It keeps injectors and carburetors healthy. Your Harley will start easily when you're ready to ride. Storage is more than just parking the bike. Even short-term downtime exposes the tank and fuel system to damage. Topping off with stabilizer is quick, cheap, and effective. This small habit preserves your Harley. It prevents rust, stale fuel, and engine stress. One simple step now saves a lot of frustration later. Keep your bike ready to ride every time. Secret number 14. Parking position mastery. Always think about the slope. When parking uphill, face the bike upward. This adds stability and reduces the chance of rolling. On downhill slopes, shift into gear. It locks the bike and prevents unwanted movement. Simple actions like this make a big difference. Hot asphalt is another hidden hazard. Kickstands can sink into soft surfaces, tipping your bike. Carry a small puck or pad under the stand. It spreads the weight and keeps your Harley upright. You'll avoid the expensive mess of fallen bikes. Positioning also protects your tires and suspension. Parking with care reduces stress on components over time. You preserve the bike and avoid surprises when it's time to ride again. Mastering these habits takes seconds but prevents serious problems. Think ahead, use gear wisely, and bring a puck. Small adjustments in parking make every stop safer, smarter, and stress-free. But a thief doesn't care about slopes. Luckily, there's a trick baked right into your bars. Secret number 13. Mastering the handlebar lock. A Harley left unlocked is an easy target. Thieves look for quick wins, and skipping your handlebar lock makes their job simple. This tiny step is often ignored, but it adds real protection. The handlebar lock is built into your bike. Turn the bars fully, twist the key, and the front end freezes in place. It's fast, mechanical, and doesn't rely on electronics. That makes it harder to tamper with. A thief wants speed. If they can't roll the bike easily, they'll often move on. The handlebar lock buys you time and makes your Harley far less appealing. Pairing it with an alarm makes the system even stronger. The lock slows them down, and the alarm draws attention. Together, they create a simple but effective defense. No fancy gadgets required. Harley riders sometimes forget this lock exists, or they assume it doesn't matter. But every layer of security counts. Using it daily is a habit worth building. And what if your Harley could actually scream for help? Secret number 12, audible alarm advantage. Noise is a thief's worst enemy. A loud Harley alarm doesn't just warn you, it scares off anyone trying to mess with your bike. Flashing lights might get ignored, but a screaming siren gets attention fast. The alarm connects directly to your Harley's security system. The moment someone shakes, tilts, or tampers with the bike, it blasts a high-pitched warning. That sound buys you time and makes thieves think twice. It works anywhere: city streets, crowded events, or quiet parking lots. Even if you can't see your bike, you'll hear it. And more importantly, so will everyone else. Most criminals don't want an audience, and that shrieking alarm guarantees they'll move on quickly. This isn't just about theft prevention, it's about peace of mind. Knowing your bike can call out for help lets you relax when you step away. The alarm becomes a voice, standing guard while you're gone. It is an extra layer of armor. Lock the handlebars, use the alarm, and your Harley becomes a far tougher target. Loud, effective, and reliable. That's real protection every rider deserves. Secret number 11, the kill switch ritual. Quick reactions can save both you and your Harley. That's why the kill switch isn't just a button. It's a habit every rider should master. Harley installs the kill switch right where your thumb rests. It's designed for speed. In an emergency, reaching for the key takes too long. The kill switch shuts the engine instantly, giving you control when seconds matter. Use it every time you park. Hit the kill switch first, then turn off the ignition. Doing it in that order builds muscle memory. When your brain is under pressure, your body responds automatically. You won't fumble, you'll react. This routine also protects the electrical system. The ignition powers down cleanly after the engine stops, reducing stress on wiring and components. It's a simple ritual that pays off in both safety and maintenance. Some riders ignore it, thinking the key is enough. But riders who practice the switch daily ride smarter. You're not just shutting off the bike, you're training for the moment you might really need it. Secret number 10, kickstand and clutch safety. Never launch a Harley without respecting basic safety. A quick mistake can send the bike lurching forward or kill the engine on the spot. That's why the clutch and kickstand safety features matter so much. Always pull in the clutch before starting. This stops the bike from jumping if it's in gear. A lurch like that can throw you off balance fast. It can also strain the transmission and cause costly damage. Then, there's the kickstand kill switch. If the stand is down, many Harleys won't even start. On some models, the engine cuts off if you drop into gear with the stand out. That simple feature keeps you from riding away and tipping over. These systems work best when you make them part of your routine. Clutch in, neutral check, kickstand up, then start the engine. Do it the same way every time until it becomes automatic. A few seconds of caution prevent stalls, drops, and embarrassment. Those safety checks are great until you realize your Harley won't even start without a tiny piece of tech most riders underestimate. Secret number 9, key fob awareness. Many Harley models borrow a trick from luxury cars. Instead of a traditional key, many models use a key fob. It's convenient, fast, and feels high-tech. But here's the catch. No fob, no start. Forget it at home or lose power in the battery, and you're stuck. That's why awareness is everything. Always check that the fob is with you before rolling out. Keep a spare battery tucked in your gear. Button batteries don't last forever, and a dead one can leave you stranded at the worst time. Here's where Harley is smarter than most. They built in a secret backup. The the personal PIN code. If the fob fails, you can enter the PIN using the turn signal buttons. It takes a little practice, but it can save your trip. The key is to set your PIN, memorize it, and practice until it's second nature. Riders who ignore it often panic when their fob quits. Riders who know it ride on without worry. So treat the fob with respect, carry a spare battery, and master your PIN. That combo means you're never really stranded. Secret number 8. The rain sock rule. Rain and engines don't get along. Water rushing into your Harley's intake can ruin a ride fast. That's why Harley includes a simple but clever fix: the rain sock. It's a mesh cover designed to slip over the air filter and keep moisture out. Here's where many riders mess up. They treat the rain sock like a permanent accessory. It stays on long after the storm ends. Bad move. Leaving it on all the time chokes airflow. Less air means weaker combustion. Weaker combustion means your bike loses power and efficiency. In short, the engine can't breathe the way it should. The rain sock is a tool, not a decoration. Use it only when the skies open up. As soon as the weather clears, take it off. Stash it back in your saddlebag where it belongs. That way, it's ready when you actually need it. Use it as an umbrella for your engine. Handy when it's pouring, but useless when the sun is out. Respect the rule, and your Harley runs stronger, cooler, and smoother on every ride. Storms pass, roads dry, but sometimes the battle isn't against the weather, it's against fatigue on endless highways. Secret number 7. Cruise control mastery. Cruise control turns long highways into calm zones. Make tiny 1 mile per hour changes for precise speed. Adjust slowly to match flow and conditions. Use resume after slowing for smooth acceleration. It stops jerky throttle when traffic resumes. Cruise reduces wrist strain on long rides. Less throttle chatter keeps hands steadier and fresher. Fuel use falls with steady, constant speed. Avoid using cruise in heavy traffic or rain. Manual control beats cruise on twisty sections. Cancel quickly when the road or weather changes. Practice engagement and release at low speeds. Know your bike's cruise limits on hills. Uphill may need temporary throttle or downshift. Downhill requires attention to avoid runaway speed. Use engine braking and brakes to control pace. On long cruises, switch hands occasionally for comfort. Cruise extends range with efficient throttle control. Combine with pacing to maintain safe following distance. Resume function helps reclaim set speed quickly. Read the manual to understand limitations and warnings. Modern Harleys use electronic cruise with smart controls. Update software when the manufacturer suggests improvements. Good cruise use lowers fatigue and increases focus. Master it and enjoy longer, smoother rides. Secret number 6. The octane sweet spot. Premium fuel protects your Harley more than most riders realize. Octane measures gasoline resistance to engine knock and detonation. Use 91 to 93 octane for optimal Harley performance and engine health. Lower octane encourages pre-ignition, knocking, and excessive heat damage. Knock reduces power and can warp pistons or heads. Detonation spikes cylinder pressure, increasing stress on bearings and valves. High octane resists detonation under aggressive timing or compression. It allows proper spark timing without damaging knock events. Manufacturers often recommend premium for high compression or tuned motors. Check your owner manual for exact fuel recommendations per model. Using higher octane than required rarely harms engines though, but paying premium unnecessarily increases fuel costs per ride. Balance cost against benefits for your riding and conditions. If you notice pinging, upgrade fuel immediately to premium. Long-term use of proper octane preserves compression and timing. Avoid running low octane during hot weather and heavy loads. Top-tier stations often use better detergents and consistent formulations. Ethanol blends can affect effective octane and moisture absorption. Store fuel safely and avoid stale gasoline in tanks. When in doubt, follow Harley's recommendation for octane always. Fueling right is one thing, but your Harley only touches the road in 2 tiny spots, and neglecting them is rolling the dice. Secret number 5. Tire pressure discipline. Your tires are the only thing connecting your Harley to the road. 2 small contact patches carry all the weight, speed, and power. That's why tire pressure discipline is not optional. It's survival. Always check pressure when the tires are cold. Heat from riding inflates readings and gives false confidence. A quick gauge check before rolling out makes the difference. Underinflated tires flex too much and overheat quickly. That leads to uneven wear, sluggish handling, and blowouts. Overinflated tires reduce grip and make the ride harsh. Both extremes shorten tire life and compromise safety. Proper pressure sharpens handling in corners and during braking. It keeps fuel economy steady and the ride smooth. Every Harley model has a recommended PSI. Know yours. Check the sidewall or the manual for exact numbers. Don't just rely on gas station pumps. Carry a small digital gauge in your saddlebag. It takes seconds and prevents expensive, dangerous surprises. Make tire checks part of your riding ritual. Helmet, gloves, ignition, and always tire pressure. Pressure matters on the road, but what about the moment before the road? Your Harley has a morning ritual too. Secret number 4, warm up wisdom. A cold Harley engine is like stiff muscles before a workout. It needs a moment to loosen up before giving its best. That's where warm-up wisdom comes in. Start the bike and let it idle for 30 to 60 seconds. This brief pause allows oil to circulate properly. Every moving part gets the lubrication it needs. Without it, cold metal grinds and wears faster. But here's the trap many riders fall into: over-idling. Leaving the bike running for minutes on end doesn't help. Instead, it causes carbon buildup in the combustion chamber. That buildup robs power, increases heat, and shortens engine life. Harleys are air-cooled, not designed to sit idling forever. They depend on forward motion to regulate engine temperature. So, after that short warm-up, ride off gently. Keep the revs light until the motor feels smooth. This routine balances protection and performance in every ride. It honors a tradition that seasoned riders swear by. More importantly, it keeps your Harley strong for the long haul. Respect the warm-up, avoid the over-idle, and ride smarter. Your engine will thank you with years of reliable growl. Secret number 3, battery tender habit. Nothing feels worse than gearing up, hitting the switch, and hearing silence. That's why building a battery tender habit is critical. Some Harley models include a built-in trickle charger port. That makes plugging in fast and easy, but many older models don't. And even with the port, it's useless if you never connect the tender. A smart tender keeps voltage steady during downtime. It feeds a safe trickle charge and prevents sulfation. That means your battery won't weaken from sitting too long. More importantly, it guarantees strong starts after storage. Clean terminals and use dielectric grease before connecting. Check the tender's indicator lights now and then to confirm it's doing its job. For riders without a built-in port, simple leads connected to the battery work just as well. The key is discipline. Make it part of your storage routine, just like covering the bike or topping off fuel. Riders who plug in never worry about embarrassing dead bike moments. Riders who don't eventually will. Secret number 2, secret storage compartments. Harleys are famous for chrome, power, and thunder. But tucked into some models are clever secrets, hidden storage spots. They're small, easy to miss, yet incredibly practical. On many touring Harleys, you'll find them under side covers. Others hide them neatly inside the fairing. They're not glove box big, but just enough space. Perfect for stashing your registration, a basic toolkit, or cash. Riders often overlook these compartments until they really need them. Imagine breaking down on the highway without tools or money. That little secret compartment suddenly feels like a lifesaver. Use them wisely. Keep essentials that matter most in emergencies. A spare key, zip ties, or even a phone charger. Things you don't want bouncing around in your saddlebags. Check your model to see what's available. Not all Harleys include these hidden gems. Touring bikes usually lead the way with this feature. View it as Harley's quiet nod to practicality, a small design choice that makes a big difference. Because sometimes, the smallest storage spot saves the biggest ride. Finally, nothing feels cooler than tech that makes you look like a pro without even trying. Secret number 1, self-canceling turn signals. Forgetful signals are a rookie giveaway on the road. Nothing ruins smooth riding like cruising miles with a blinker flashing. Harley thought ahead and built a system to solve it. Many models now come with self-canceling turn signals. This isn't a simple timer like older bikes used. It's a smart system blending lean angle and distance sensors. When the bike completes a turn or lane change, the signal shuts off. It feels subtle, almost invisible, but it makes a big difference. You stay focused on riding, not babysitting switches. No more drivers waving at you because they think you're merging. For new riders, it's a safety net. For veterans, it's one less distraction during long rides. It sharpens group riding too, since signals stay accurate. That doesn't mean you should stop checking indicators. Electronics can fail, and habits matter more than gadgets. But when it works, it feels like magic built into the bike. It's one of those Harley secrets hiding in plain sight. Technology that quietly makes every ride smoother, safer, and sharper. Owning a Harley isn't just about the roar, it's about knowing the little secrets that keep the legend alive. Master these, and you'll ride smarter, safer, and prouder. But here's a twist. Some Harleys haven't aged so well. Stick around for 15 Harley-Davidsons that are now worthless and see which legends didn't stand the test.